Championship Saturday continues here. A glorious afternoon at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum is the site for the CIF-North Coast Section Division III baseball final between the number 1 seeded Acalanes Dons of Lafayette and the number 6 seeded Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks of Mill Valley. Live on your home for high school sports, CIF-Northcoast.tv, part of the Play On Sports Network. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Stephen Davies with a welcome. It's my pleasure to be joined by Todd Flournoy, Michael Stanisic behind the camera, and our producer, Michael Smith. Once again, you are tuned to CIF-Northcoast.tv, your home for high school sports. A short drive through the Calder Cartel to Oakland for the number 1 seeded Dons this afternoon as they look to win their 5th North Coast Section title versus the Hawks this afternoon. It was nearly a year ago to the day that the Division III final scheduled between the top-seeded San Marin Mustangs and the Dons at St. Mary's College was first postponed due to rain. And then the makeup game, scheduled 3 nights later at San Marin High School in Novato, was called after 10 innings due to darkness, with the game tied at 4 apiece, resulting in the only shared championship in NCS baseball history. Now in 2012, thanks to a joint second-place finish with the Doherty Valley Wildcats with an 8-4 record in this year's Diablo Foothill Athletic League, the Dons have the top seed entering the playoffs, and they eliminated their old foe San Marin in another thrilling game, taking a 3-2 win in 11 innings after a game-winning hit by A.J. Welsh and 5 solid shutout innings by reliever Johnny York, who was helped along the way by Grant Deede's 3-hit game. Then in the semifinal on Wednesday night, it was the star senior pitcher Spencer Henderson's 7 strikeouts over 6 shutout innings that paced the Dons in the 9-4 win over Sonoma Valley. Catcher Jack Vesey had 2 RBIs in the 5-run 4th inning as the Dragons fell apart following a hit batter, 3 straight Akalani singles, and then 2 errors to give the Dons the lead for good. The 6-seeded Red-Tailed Hawks haven't won a North Coast Section final before, unless you count a 1929 title, which is so far the only baseball crown the school has. The school from Mill Valley has to its name. Coach Mike Terry couldn't recall the last time his team reached the promised land in his 22-year career, but for the first time under his tutelage, the Hawks will play for the crown this afternoon. Thanks to some solid relief pitching and patience at the plate, Tam first defeated Albany 6-5 in a tense victory to open the playoffs, thanks to Matt Davis's 5 Ks over 4 1/3 innings of 3-hit, 2-run ball. They then faced Marin County Athletic League rival Sir Francis Drake in the second round. The team split the 2 regular season encounters, but it would be the Hawks that took a 10-3 victory over the Pirates and setting themselves up for a showdown with Miramonte Verinda in the semifinals. Down 6 runs after 2 innings, after Davis gave up 2 runs in the first and 4 in the second, the Hawks came storming back in the 4th, thanks to some timely hitting, following that up with 3 straight walks in the 5th, then turning it over to the star reliever Kit Larson, who will start this afternoon. He pitched 2 2/3 innings of hitless balls, striking out 5 and sealing the victory for Tam. Just in time for the national anthem. We'll be right back with you on CIF-Northcoast.tv. Back with you live from the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland for this Division III baseball final. Stephen Davies, Todd Flournoy, Michael Smith, and Michael Stanisic from the press box here at the Oakland Coliseum. Pleased to be joined by Todd, making his broadcast debut here on Play On Sports. Todd, welcome to the broadcast, and this should be a highly exciting affair between 2 very evenly matched teams here this afternoon.
Definitely, Steve. Glad to be here. Excited for these 2 teams. I talked to their coaches before the game. They're both extremely excited to get this thing going. You know, they're in a huge building here. It's got to be a lot of pressure playing in this Major League Baseball stadium, but as long as they can keep it under control and play to their ability, should have a heck of a game in front of us, Steve.
I certainly hope so. As we saw in the first game here between Marine Catholic in the opener. Blanking on the second team right now, but we saw that the pitching was the problem early on for St. Mary's, and basically the game was decided after 2 innings. And I think that's the big challenge for teams that play in an arena such as this, is getting the pitching under control early on and not letting the other team take advantage.
Absolutely. Control is huge, especially in the early innings. There's going to be a lot of nerves. People are going to get really excited playing in this section championship game. The key is just to stay calm, breathe, play your game, and just let your natural ability take over.
Let's go through the lineup. Tamalpais will pitch first, and the star senior Kit Lawson will take the hill for the Hawks. And for Akalani's, their lineup will go something like this. Connor Hornsby will lead off. Grant Dede will bat second. The star first baseman Spencer Henderson will bat third. Drew Gaylord, the DH for Andrew Merker, will bat fourth. Scott Erickson will bat fifth. Frank Panacci will bat sixth. The catcher Jack Vesey will bat seventh. The shortstop A.J. Welsh will bat eighth. And Austin Fisher will round out the lineup. He will bat ninth, and he plays second base. The Tamalpais defensive alignment is as follows. Lawson pitching. Harry Spillman, the man behind the plate. Kevin Jordan will play at third base. The shortstop will be Matt Davis. The second baseman will be Seth Gillis. And the first baseman, Jonathan Wachtel. The outfielder goes as follows. Chris Heyman in left. Mac Huffman in right. And Jeffrey Moan, the sophomore, in center field. So we'll get to the Tamalpais batting lineup for you when they take the field here in the bottom of the first. Good crowd on hand. A glorious Saturday afternoon in June, the first weekend of the month here as we approach the midpoint of the year. 63 degrees here at the Oakland Coliseum at first pitch. Wind blowing from right to left across the field. Akalani's in the white uniforms with the black helmets. Tamalpais with the blue shirts, gray pants, and the red trim. So the crowd's still filing in here to the Coliseum. Our second game of 4 on the schedule today from the Oakland Coliseum. Don't go anywhere on a beautiful June afternoon like this. We have all the baseball action you could possibly handle here in your home for high school sports. CIF-Northcoast.tv is Connor Hornsby, a right-handed batter, steps to the plate as we get this Division III final underway. Kit Lawson, a right-handed pitcher, will work from the first base side of the slab. So Hornsby, a senior, he plays second base and a utility infielder.
Hornsby's headed to St. Mary's on a full-ride scholarship.
Yes, he is. That's quite a nice thing to look forward to here as he takes strike one from Kit Lawson. Again, Hornsby, a right-handed bat. Second offering is over the inside portion of the plate. So Hornsby quickly down 2 strikes. Grant Dede, the center fielder, to follow. He's in the on-deck circle here for Akalani's. Akalani's at 18-7 record under Coach Justin Santich Hughes. Here's a delivery that's going to be outside. Ball and 2 strikes now to Connor Hornsby. One of 3 players going on to play baseball at the next level here on this 2012 Akalani's side. 1-2 the count. Lawson's delivery is swung on and grounded up the middle for a base hit for Hornsby. I'll get past the middle infielders, and Hornsby going down a ball and 2 strikes there. Smartly hit single up the middle of the field, and we have our first base run of the day.
Nice piece of 2-strike hitting by Hornsby, staying back, protecting the plate, and rifling it right up the middle. Coach Hughes called him before the game. He compared him to Pete Rose, the way he plays. Gets dirty, plays hard. Let's see if he can run the bases like Mr. Pete Rose.
Yeah, we shall see. And look across from Lawson here as he takes a big lead at first base. Grant Dede steps in here. He'll take a pitch high for ball 1. And that's the kind of player that you want to model your playing skills on. A guy like Pete Rose for sure, and definitely. Even wearing the same number too.
That's right. Definitely on the field, somebody you definitely want to emulate.
Another look across there from Lawson. Here's his delivery. That's swung on and fouled back right side. So count evens at a ball in the strike here to Grant Dede. Dede heading to UC Berkeley next year. That will no doubt make our producer Michael Smith very pleased indeed. Count even to the ball and the strike here. Very much in the early going, top of the first. Already a base runner on. That's Connor Hornsby, the man on first base. 1-1 the count. Here's the delivery. Swung on a miss. Good pitch. Took a little something off that delivery there to Didi. And a ball and 2 strikes to count.
Kit Larson's the heart and soul of this Tamalpais team. Pulled the string on that one.
So again, another look across the first base here for the right-hander. Here's his delivery. Off goes Hornsby. He's getting down to second, dives in, and he's in there safe as he steals second base. Got a good jump there, Todd.
Yeah, he did. It may have been a hit-and-run play on that one. It was Didi trying to put the ball in play, but Pete Rose, wannabe, did slide into second base safely to get a man in scoring position with only 1 out.
Didi did strike out swinging there for the first out of the inning, but Hornsby with a good jump down to second base. And so they have their first runner in scoring position now. Lawson delivers to Spencer Henderson, the big left-hander here. Steps in for his first appearance at the plate today. Henderson wearing number 10 will play first base today for Acalanes. Runner on second base, already with loaded dirt all over the Acalanes shirt is Connor Hornsby. Takes a big lead from second. Delivery there to Henderson is over the plate for a strike.
Good job by Larson getting ahead of these guys. He's got the first strike on the first 3 hitters.
Yeah, so like we said before, it's so crucial to get, especially in these early innings, to establish your presence in this game. 1 strike the count here to Henderson. He fouls that off smartly down the right side. Got around quickly on that delivery there from Lawson. Fouls that off right side. Of course, as any fan of the Oakland A's is familiar with the spacious foul ground here. Probably no more. I don't think there's another stadium in the major leagues that has this much foul ground. I think you could even say there's probably 4 or 5 stadiums that have less foul ground than the Coliseum. 1-1 the count. Here's the delivery, swung on and fouled off right side.
Had Henderson way out in front of that off-speed pitch. Kit Larson mixing his pitches really well at this point.
Hornsby is still the runner down on second base. And Spencer Henderson, the senior, headed to UC Davis in the fall. So I believe he played quarterback for the Dons this year. Here's the fakes the delivery, look back to second, but Hornsby easily back in time. Outfield playing to pretty much shaded left, right, and center, and off to one side. Same with the infield as well. The corner infield is playing about 10 steps off the line. Another look back from Lawson. Here's the delivery. Henderson gets a piece of that one, but that'll stay up long enough for the left fielder to come in and make a play. And that's Chris Heyman there coming in from left field for the second out as Henderson gives that one a ride. Flies out to left, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Drew Gaylord. We're number 13 for Acalanes. He is, as we mentioned, the designated hitter today for Andrew Merker, as Tamalpais have opted to have Lawson bat. He will be the 3rd batter here in the bottom of the 1st inning for Tamalpais. No score then between the Dons and the Hawks here from the Odarco Coliseum in Oakland. Runner on second is Hornsby. Here's a delivery to Gaylord, is low for ball 1. Scott Erickson, the right fielder, to follow here for Acalanes. He's in the on-deck circle. Gaylord, a right-handed bat. 2 outs now in the inning, 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Lawson concerned about the runner at second, and now Gaylord will step out right at the last second there as Lawson was about to go into his delivery.
Yeah, surprised the umpire gave him time there.
Yeah.
He was just about to get into his motion there, and he was able to get the timeout, get back, and get reset here. Big at-bat, though.
From the third base side, want to know the count. Here's delivery from Lawson. That's going to be outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes now to Gaylord.
Yeah, Drew Gaylord's the final member of the core 4 as Coach Hughes calls them. The first 4 hitters in the lineup, Hornsby, Dede, Henderson, and Gaylord, the best four players on the team and known as the core 4 for Acalanes.
Hornsby got on base thanks to a single, and when Dede struck out, he was able to get down to second base. Here's a delivery. Took something off that one, did Lawson. 2 balls and a strike to Gaylord. No score here, top of the first inning. The sun has poked through the gloom this morning, and it is really an outstanding day here in the 5-1-0. 2-1 the count. Lawson's delivery is swung on and hit to left field. Could be trouble coming in the outfield. Is almost a collision in the outfield there. Did they make the catch?
No.
No, they didn't.
Wow, it looked like there was going to be a major collision, and at least from my view, it looked like the left fielder had come up to that one. Heyman almost colliding with the center fielder, Moan, but the ball must have hit the ground. Big 2-out RBI for Acalanes. It's 1-0. Yeah,
definitely. Gaylord gave that a ride to left field, but Hornsby was chugging around third. I think both of us were waiting for the impending collision there between the outfielders, because they certainly, it certainly looked like that was going to hold up long enough for Heyman to make the play. But Jeffrey Moan coming in from center field had a long way to run, and really they were lucky the ball didn't get past both of them. But first run of the day, Hornsby's home to score. And Acalanes now have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. And Scott Erickson, the man at the plate here, already down a strike. Gaylord on first as an RBI now as he gets Hornsby home from second. And here's the right fielder, Scott Erickson. That takes a pitch over the inside portion of the plate. Nice throw there from Lawson. And that, it will be a 2-strike count now to Erickson. So he's quickly down 2 strikes. But Acalanes already up a run. Gaylord takes a lead off first. Lawson will quickly check across the first. Off goes Gaylord. Trying to hit and run there, but Erickson fouls that one off. So Erickson wearing number 28. He's a junior.
Headed to Occidental College in the fall.
Oh, he's a senior. I'm sorry, he's a senior. I couldn't understand my own writing there. I apologize. So the right-hander here, down 2 strikes. And Acalanes already with a run on the board. Looking for more here with 2 outs. Lawson's delivery is swung on and popped to the right side of the infield. Calling for it and making the catch is Seth Gillis for the 3rd out. So Erickson pops out to second base for the 3rd out. So 1 run on 2 hits and no errors for Acalanes in the top of the first inning as Acalanes 1, Tamalpais 0. So we'll get our first look now at the Tamalpais batting order. So let's go over that quickly. Seth Gillis will lead off. The junior will bat first. He's playing second base today. He's followed by another junior. Kevin Jordan will bat second, and he's playing third base today. Kit Lawson, the senior pitcher, will bat third. Mac Huffman, the right fielder, will bat fourth. Chris Heyman, the junior, he's playing left field today, will bat fifth. Jonathan Wachtel, the first baseman, will bat sixth. Harry Spillman, the catcher, the senior, will bat seventh. The shortstop, Matt Davis, will bat eighth. And the center fielder, Jeffrey Moan, the sophomore, will bat ninth. Davis, of course, a threat not only out on the diamond or on the infield, but also a potential player we could see pitching later on here. Should this be a close affair here through 6 or 7 innings or so.
Nice play at the end of that inning by Gillis, taking control of the infield, calling everybody else out. You know, they told him, the head coach before the game told me that he was the centerpiece of that defense, and isn't it so often you make a nice defensive play, you're the first one up. The following inning, we'll see if he can get it started here for Tamalpais. Seth Gillis, second baseman, number 10.
And tough sun, too, because he's looking right up into the sun here. It's shining directly down on the field at the moment. And so, yeah, nice play there to end the first inning. And we hope for the sake of the game in particular that this isn't something that gets out of hand early like it did in the Marin Catholic St. Mary's game, which is decided more or less in the second inning. The Marin Catholic exploded with 8 runs, but that was more of a concern with the starting pitching for St. Mary having a little trouble with location. And now let's see if Andrew Merker can follow up the pitching performance Kit Larson here in the bottom of the first inning. His first delivery to Gillis is over the plate for strikes. No balls and a strike now to the right-handed batting Seth Gillis, the senior second baseman. We'll crowd that inside portion of the plate. Wow, look at the gas on the pitch there from Merker, and Gillis is quickly down 2 strikes.
Nice heat on that one.
Yeah.
Looks like he's just going to try to overpower Gillis here. Set the tone for the afternoon.
Here's Merkin. Oh, there it goes again. Wow. How about that to start off?
1, 2, 3, you're out. 3 fastballs blazing by Merkin, and Gillis really didn't have any chance on that one.
Yeah, he didn't. I mean, well, we've seen some great pitching in the playoffs, and not only the North Coast section, but the Sac-Waukegan section as well. And I'd say so far, that's the kind of heat that Merkin's going to bring. He's up there with any pitcher right now in the northern half of the state in terms of velocity.
Yeah, I wonder if we had a gun on him. He's throwing the ball
low
hard
90s.
there,
You got to
isn't he?
think, yeah.
He, even though he's only a junior, Steve, he's a veteran of huge moments like this. He started the section championship game last year as a sophomore, so he's definitely set and rearing to go. Looks good.
Yeah, of course, a game that was tied 4-4 after 10 innings, called due to darkness. That delivery is going to be outside for a ball. And this is almost a chance for some unfinished business here, I think, for Acalanes in particular.
Well said.
And Merkin here is really wasting no time delivering to these batters as Kevin Jordan, the man stepping in here, the right-handed bat, fouls that one off. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And Merkin working quickly here. Delivery's outside, count evens at 2-2. Kit Lawson, the pitcher to follow. So Acalanes 1, Tamalpais 0 here, bottom of the first inning from the Oakland Coliseum. Pitch is going to be outside again. And that's going to be ball 4. So the scoreboard had the count at 2-2. I had it 2-2 as well. So Merkin working so quickly right now, no one can keep up with him. So yeah, I guess the only player that could there was Jordan, and he's on base here with a free pass issued from Andrew Merkin. So Tamalpais have their first base run of the day on the free pass, Kevin Jordan. That will bring up the senior pitcher, Kit Lawson. He's wearing number 25, a right-handed bat. Merkin firing over to first.
Jordan up to a big lead over there. Almost got caught.
Yeah, he did. Be something to keep an eye on today. As we said in the beginning of the broadcast, both these teams like to run. It could be a fairly interesting day out there on the base paths. Merkin's pitch gets away from him, and Jordan will head down to second.
Good job by Kevin Jordan on that. You could tell that Merkin was paying a lot of attention over to him at first and maybe lost his focus and delivered the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that one was well outside. No chance there for VC to, or for Spillman, excuse me, to get his glove out to prevent that one from going by. And now Tamalpais have run in scoring position. VC again does well to corral the wild, or the potential wild pitch there from Merkin. Now he's going to go out and have a word. It's probably a pretty good time to do so, I think, that's on.
Yeah, definitely. Merkin getting a little pumped up. His catcher goes out there, tries to calm him down. Just relax. Let's focus on the hitter. Not worry so much about Kevin Jordan out there.
And you can't blame him for being pumped up following the way he blew away Seth Gillis to start this inning. But now Merkin all of a sudden a little bit out of sorts with the control. Spillman coming to his rescue there on the previous pitch. Now, runner on second base. Delivery is going to be popped to right field and making a nice play.
Thinks there's 2 outs. There's only 1.
And Henderson, Jordan there, heads-up play, able to get down to third as Henderson a little slow in turning around. His throw was on target down to third, but Jordan able to get in there. And now Tamalpais, with 2 outs, have a runner on third.
Yeah, Steve, looked like Grant Henderson thought there was 2 outs. He caught that ball and put his head down, started jogging into the infield, and heads-up play by Jordan, paying attention and seeing what's going on, taking third base on the play.
Outfield will come in here for Mac Huffman, the right fielder, right-handed bat, and he swings at strike 1. So Larson pops out to Henderson. Jordan down to third base. And now Huffman is quickly down 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes here to Mac Huffman, senior right fielder. Here's a delivery from Merkin. He got him. Second strikeout of the inning for Andrew Merkin. And Akalani's diffused a potential scoring situation there by Tamalpais. After 1, it's Akalani's 1, Tamalpais 0. Thanks, sir.
You can watch highlights or a replay of today's game in our on-demand section, and you can also buy a DVD or Blu-ray of today's game right on CIF North Coast TV. Click on Buy DVD, and you can order today's game right now. Have a game that lasts a lifetime, brought to you by CIF-Northcoast.tv.
He's Todd Flournoy. I'm Stephen Davies. Michael Smith is the man behind the computer playing with the graphics. Michael Stanisic, on the other hand, is miffed he can't go out to his car during the game, or between the games, I should say. Top of the second inning coming up then from the Oakland Coliseum. And Andrew Merkin there in the bottom of the first inning looked lights out on the first batter, struggled a little bit in the second and third, and then came right back to his form there for the last one. So should be, well, hopefully we'll see a good pitching matchup here and a pitcher's duel down the stretch, hopefully. So,
yeah, Merkin and Larson look like they're going to be battling all day today. They both want it so badly.
Frank Panacci will foul that one behind the screen here. It's Panacci, Vesey, and Welsh coming up here for Akalani's in the top of the second inning. And Panacci fouls off that offering from Kit Larson. So Panacci's a left-handed bat. He's wearing number 20 and playing left field today for Akalani's. Here's the delivery. That's over there for strikes. So now Panacci's quickly down 2 strikes. Catch it, Jack Vesey to follow. And then the shortstop, A.J. Welsh. So here's Lawson from the third base side. Delivers. That pitch is outside. He's trying to paint that outside portion of the plate. Unable to find the target. 1-2 now the count to Panacci. Here's a delivery, and that's swung on and chopped foul right side. So Panacci stays in the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that one as he fouled that off right side. Corner infield is playing a little closer to the line here. In the top of the second, that pitch is swung on, and did he just, yeah, he bloops that one over the second baseman's head. So a nice piece of hitting there by Panacci, who was down 2 strikes there, and is able to bloop that over the head of Seth Gillis there for the second hit for Akalani's. So here's Jack Vesey now, right-handed bat, the catcher, with a runner on here in the second base. A.J. Welsh, the man to follow for the Dons. Pitch from Larson is over the outside portion of the plate for a strike to Jack Vesey. And let's see if Larson pays less attention here to the base runners in the second inning here, Todd. Yeah, he hasn't looked over. I was just about to say, he hasn't looked over yet. He'll take a quick peek over at first base. And a hit and run nicely done here as Panacci's down to second base. He was running, and Vesey with a strong single there between third and short. And back-to-back singles now for Akalani's here in the top of the second.
Real nice bat control there by Vesey. He squared around like he was going to bunt, pulled it back, and hit a nice ground ball to the left side. The shortstop was covering second base on the attempted steal. Wide open. Should have been a routine ground ball double play, but nice job. He knew the shortstop was headed to first and just headed over to second. And Vesey did a nice job. Got a little bit of a rally started here with nobody out.
Yeah, they certainly do. 2 runners on, back-to-back singles for Akalani's here in the top of the second, and A.J. Welsh, the 8th hitter in the lineup will show bunt here on the first delivery from Larson as well. Outside, they almost try to get a man caught off first, and now the runners will advance 90 feet each. And that's a risky play there, trying to throw out the runner on first after Welsh showed bunt. And it pays off for Acalanes as now the runners advance. Panacci down the third and VC down the second.
Yeah, Spillman had a shot at the runner leaning on first base, but just threw it in the dirt, and both runners move up in scoring position here with nobody out.
Yeah, Wachtel tried his best to dig that one out, but the throw was a little bit off target from Spillman, and the runners have now advanced down the second and third. So it's Panacci on third, VC on second. 1 ball, no strikes here to A.J. Welsh. Here's the delivery. That's over the heart of the plate. Count evens at a ball and the strike. So run for Acalanes in the first, thanks to Connor Hornsby. As he charged home from second on the RBI from the designated hitter Drew Gaylord. And now the Dons looking for more here in the top of the second. Here's the delivery. Pitch is over the inside portion of the plate. Good pitch there from Larson. Ball and 2 strikes to count now.
Harry Spillman charged with an error on the throw over to first base, allowing both runners to advance. So Kit Larson's got his work cut out for him trying to squash this rally.
Yeah, he certainly does. No outs in the inning. Runners on second and third. Here's the delivery. Off-speed pitch is fouled off behind the screen. Count holds it a ball and 2 strikes here for A.J. Welsh. Good command so far from Larson. 30 pitches thrown. 7 balls to 23 strikes. Welsh getting some encouragement here from Panacci on third base. VC on second. Delivery from Larson is swung on and missed. So down goes Welsh. Second strikeout of the day for Kit Larson. And the bottom of the order coming up with Austin Fisher. Fisher playing second base for the Hawks today.
Big strikeout there by Larson. Get that big first out.
Be a quick conference on the mound here between Spillman, Larson, and what I assume is Mike Terry, the Tamalpais manager here in his 22nd year at the helm of the Red-Tailed Hawks. As we mentioned in the top of the broadcast, they haven't won an NCS title in baseball, Todd, but if you go back to the 20s, they were quite the, in the roaring 20s, Tamalpais was the place to play baseball, apparently. They were regional champions in 1929, regional runners-up in 1920 and 1928, and state champions in 1928 and 1929, long before the genesis of the North Coast section, if you like. So, runners on second and third. Big strikeout there by Larson, and showing bunt was Fish. He's going to foul that one off, and Larson diving to the ground. Can't get there in time. Came a long way to try and corral that one. Good effort. It'll be strike one there to Austin Fisher.
Yeah, infield in here. Possibly worried about the bunt. Not wanting to get that second run across for Acalanes. Tamalpais been pretty aggressive here.
Certainly are. All 4 infielders hugging the...
Yeah, they're daring the 9th hitter here, Fisher, to burn him.
Yeah, they're all hugging the edge of the grass here. Here's the delivery. Pitch is high from Larson. Again, as Fisher shows bunt. So 2 runners on here. It's a 1-0 Acalanes lead in the top of the second, albeit with 1 out, as Welsh struck out for the first out of this top of the second. Long look from Larson. Here's the delivery. Fisher lays down the bunt. They're going to go home. They can't get him in time.
It's in there.
Panacci is safe. He gets underneath the tag. Fine bunt there from Fisher as he gets on base. And it was just in the correct position that it would make it difficult for him to get back to the plate in time to apply the tag on Panacci as he came home.
Yeah, bang play there on the bunt. Kit Larson deciding to go home with it. It was a good call by the umpire. He definitely got the hand in there. And a huge second run scored by Acalanes. Possibly Larson's kicking himself. Probably should have gone to first and get the out there with the 9th hitter there. But a nice bunt and another nice play by Acalanes.
Yeah, and top of the order coming up now for the Dons. And Connor Hornsby here has a chance to really capitalize now for Acalanes as they enjoy a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. So Hornsby singled and scored in that first inning. Here's the delivery. That one is outside for ball 1. So Hornsby single, stole second, and then scored from second on the single from Drew Gaylord. So runners on the corners now for Acalanes. The right-handed batting, Connor Hornsby at the plate. Larson, extra second here. Delivery over the plate, good pitch. Count evens at a ball and a strike. So VC, the man on third base. Austin Fisher taking a good lead here at first. Larson will peer across. And look at VC here at third, thinking about going home there. Pitch is fouled off right side. And this is some aggressive hitting here at top from Acalanes in the early going.
Yeah, another big moment here with first and third and less than 2 outs. Let's see if Acalanes decides to get creative on the base pass here with 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter Hornsby.
It's a ball and 2 strikes to the batter at the moment. Here's the delivery. Pitch is swung on and hit well to center field, dropping in for a base hit. That'll score at least 1. As VC comes home, Fisher advances to second. And now that's 4 singles in the inning now for Acalanes. As VC comes home, Fisher advances to second, and Hornsby down to first, and a nice piece of hitting there to shallow left field.
Yeah, nice little rocket shot right up the middle for Hornsby, able to get down. It looked like the center fielder might have had a beat on it, but ball was hit too hard and dropped right in front of him.
Yeah, we have seen some good placement on these hits, and now the outfield will move back a bit here for Grant Deedy. He struck out in the first inning. It's 2 on now for Acalanes, looking for more. Pitch to Deedy's high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Deedy.
Oh, go ahead, Tom.
I was just going to say, Deedy, the most powerful hitter in this lineup, according to Coach Hughes. A dangerous spot for Kit Larson here.
Yeah, this is a dangerous spot because he's got Spencer Henderson to follow, and then Gaylord following that, and he had an RBI in the first inning. Here's a pitch to Deedy's over the plate for a strike. Count evens at 1-1.
Yeah, you don't want to face the top of this lineup with the runners on base here.
Right.
So tough spot here for Larson. Let's see if he can get out of it.
40 pitches thrown now from Kit Larson here in an inning and a third of work so far. 2 runners on for Acalanes.
Love to get a double play ball here.
It's a delivery from the third base side. Pitch swung on. Nice pitch there to Deedy. Ball and 2 strikes. And this would be a confidence boost now for Larson if he can strike out Deedy for the second time in the game. More importantly, get a second out with 2 runners on. But a base hit here from Deedy could be trouble for Tamalpais. Larson sets. Look back to second base. And the pitch. Oh, took someone off but doesn't get the call. That looked good. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Kit Larson wanted that one, not getting the call from the umpire. 2-2's the count.
Looked like a changeup over the inside portion of the plate. And
yeah, Deedy was froze there.
Yeah, he was. I think he was a little surprised that he wasn't strike 3. So 2-2 now to Larson. Here's the delivery. Pitch is high now, full count for the first time today to Grant Deedy. And now I think you got to imagine here Larson will really want to compose himself here before. This is a big delivery here in this game with a chance for Acalanes to get out to. They're already enjoying a 3-run lead and looking for more here. Full count to Grant Deedy. Here's Larson's delivery. Pitch is popped up right side. Should be playable. Over comes Larson. They need to make a call, and reaching up for it at the last second was Wachtel there, I believe. Yeah, it was to reel that win. And second out as Deedy pops out, and that brings up Henderson.
Wachtel able to call off Larson at the last possible second. Could have been another collision or potential collision out there. That's the first baseman's ball all the way. He's got to call that earlier and get the pitcher out of there.
You like how enthusiastic Larson is, ranging off the mound there to the to foul ground to try and make a play. But yeah, Wachtel had that all the way. So 2 outs. Henderson at the bat. He flew out to left in the first inning, and that pitch is right over the heart of the plate for strike 1 to Spencer Henderson. So 2 runners on still. Hornsby on first and Fisher on second.
Good job by Larson getting the pop up there for the second out. Big confidence booster if he can get Henderson here.
Yeah.
Minimize the damage.
Lawson will look back to second. Delivery to Henderson is inside. So ball on the strike now. Drew Gaylord singled in the first to follow. So Panacci single, VC single. Well struck out. Fisher singled, got an RBI. Hornsby also with an RBI as well. And then Didi popped out to first base. Now that pitch is over the plate for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now to Spencer Henderson. So, as Todd mentioned, a real confidence boost here for Lawson if he can get out of the inning with another strike here to the big left-handed bat. We'll take a look back to second. Here's the delivery, the off-speed pitch again, outside, so count evens at 2-2. Gaylord, of course, DHing for the pitcher, Andrew Merkin. He will bat next. 2 outs now in this inning. Waiting the delivery. Here it is. Pitch is swung on, fouled back. Not close enough for us to make a play up here in the booth. Count evens at 2-2 to Spencer Henderson. Good crowd on hand here for both teams.
It's a pretty average crowd for your everyday A's game, I think. A couple thousand in attendance.
2-2 the count. Pitch is swung on, fouled off right side.
Yeah, you got a piece of that one.
Yeah, it looks like a... No, I mean, I love the A's, don't get me wrong, but it does look like a Monday night crowd here for sure. 2-2 the count. It remains to Spencer Henderson here. So runner on second is Fisher. Runner on first is Hornsby. They've taken substantial leads off the bases here, as Lawson really at the moment is just focused on getting Henderson out. We'll glance back at second. Here's a delivery, 2-2. Oh. Pitch is swung on and hit to right field. That's going to score at least one as they bobble the ball in the outfield. Fisher comes home to score. Hornsby to third base. And Spencer Henderson, an RBI of his own, as he lasers that one out to center field.
Great piece of 2-out hitting there by Henderson. With 2 strikes, he stayed back and rifled one out to right center. Just that was a moment where Larson really needed that one. You know, really needed to get out of that inning right there, because he's getting up there in pitches. He's probably over 50 right now, and it's 4-0 Acalanes, and they're looking for more with the cleanup hitter Drew Gaylord coming up.
Yeah, it looks like Tamalpais will bring up Kenny Rosenberg to throw in the bullpen. I'm trying to see I believe it's number 32 for Tamalpais. So Coach Cherry here may want to stop the bleeding here pretty soon. It's 4-0 Acalanes now, thanks to the single and RBI from Spencer Henderson as he scored. Fisher from second base, Hornsby hustling from first to third on the play. So he's on third base right now. Henderson on first, and Drew Gaylord at the bat. Gaylord singled, got an RBI in the first. His second at bat of the day. Coming up right here. Pitch is swung on and fouled off. So the count evens at a ball on the strike now. Scott Erickson to follow. And 2 on now for Acalanes.
Yeah, that is the lefty Rosenberg getting loose. Not a good sign if you're Coach Mike Terry to already have your relief pitcher up just in the second inning here.
Definitely. Lawson's command, for the most part, has been good, but the hitting from Acalanes has been outstanding so far. Really picking their spots well.
Yeah, they're zoned in, for sure.
That's a good pitch to and an uncontested steal there, second base from Spencer Henderson. So the big man can get down on the base paths as well as he gets into second uncontested. So now, again, Acalanes are able to put the pressure on Kit Lawson even when he throws the ball well, as he did just then, as he gets strike 2 to Gaylord. But an extra something to think about now with runners on second and third here for the Tamalpais pitcher. Here's his delivery. Pitch is swung on and chopped in front of the plate. They're going to have to make up their minds. They should have thrown out Gaylord at first. Now they've got Hornsby in a rundown here between third and home, and they just about tag him out in time. Well, they got out of the inning, but really should have thrown down to first base there to get Drew Gaylord. But they get get Hornsby in a rundown for the third out of the inning. So, after the top of the second inning, it's Akalani's 4, Tamalpais 0.
Advertise with us. Looking for a great place to advertise your business while reaching the greater high school community? Then you want to advertise on CIF-Northcoast.tv. We have great rates for your business while giving you the opportunity to get your message out to a very important demographic. For more information, give us a call at 619-677-3246. KBCSports.com broadcasts your events. Want to have your game broadcast live on the internet and be able to watch it again and again on demand while making money for your sports program? Want to give your students the opportunity to create their own broadcast for your school's athletic events? Then contact us at info@kbcsports.com. We offer season packages for schools, a full curriculum for your students, and an opportunity to raise up to $10,000 for your sports program. Again, that's info@kbcsports.com, or give us a call at 619-677-3246.
Thank you, sir. Tamalpais, the second, batting here in the bottom of the second, excuse me, against Andrew Merkin, who was at times outstanding in that bottom of the first inning for Akalani's. So he'll face Heyman, Wachtel, and Spillman here. Pitches over the plate for a strike to Chris Heyman, the junior left fielder. Wachtel and Spillman to follow. So the 5, 6, and 7 batters here for Tamalpais. Out of Mill Valley, that pitch fouled off right side.
Merkin had a lot of time to rest in between the first and second innings. Let's see if he comes out here firing.
Ball and a strike. Should be 2 strikes. Yeah, it is. 2 strikes to Heyman now. Here's a delivery from Merkin. Took something off that pitch and a little high. Doesn't get the call. So ball and 2 strikes now to Chris Heyman. His first at bat of the day. 1-2 pitch is, well, slap down to the first base line. Covering over there was Henderson. And that was almost one of those at-bats where he couldn't make up his mind if he wanted to swing. Left the bat out over the plate, and the ball actually caromed off it into the glove of Spencer Henderson, covering over there at first base for the first out. So not the way Heyman wanted that at-bat to end for sure. And I'll bring up Jonathan Wachtel, the right-handed bat. He'll be followed by Spillman, the catcher. First pitch from Wachtel is over there for a strike. And you always wondered, Todd, when a pitcher has had such a long layoff between innings, how much it will affect him. But so far, doesn't seem to be the case here for Mr. Merkin here at the moment.
No, he looks really sharp. In fact, Oakland as a team just looks like the more sharp, ready-to-play team as a whole.
Yeah, they coming out of the dugout to congratulate the teammates when they made a play. There's a strike over there from Merkin. Ball and 2 strikes to count. But as a team, they seem to be the one that's the dominant one here at the moment, not only out in the field, but just the way they're conducting themselves as well.
Yeah, I agree. They're supporting each other. You can tell they're fired up and they're in the game and they're ready to play.
Count remains at a ball and 2 strikes.
Big senior leading group here for Acalanes, showing a lot of poise and pride. See if Tamalpais can get back into this game, this inning.
Ball and 2 strikes to count. Merkin's pitch is well outside. That's really the first delivery we've seen from Merkin in this inning that's a little bit out of control. It's 2-2 now. Heyman, the first out, as he grounded out to first base. Here's delivery from Merkin. That's over the corner of the plate. What a pitch. As he gets Wachtel to strike out. The third strikeout now of the game for Andrew Merkin. And that'll bring up Spillman. So quickly 2 outs in the inning. And that'll bring up the right-handed bat, Harry Spillman, the catcher. A senior wearing number 15. Delivery from Merkin is outside. Somehow our producer, Michael Smith, can tell they're wearing Nike uniforms. How he does that without binoculars is beyond me. That delivery outside. Here's the next delivery from Merkin. That's going to be outside as well. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Akalani's in the white uniforms with the blue hats. Tamalpais in the blue shirts with the gray pants and the red trim. Next delivery from Merkin is high. So ball 3 now. Second time Merkin's had a 3-ball count in this game. He did walk Jordan back in the first. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be inside for ball 4. So at times, Merkin, as we mentioned during the middle of the inning, his command is pinpoint at times, and other times it seems to totally desert him. And that's one of those occasions there. Doesn't really get a pitch over the plate. And that will bring up Matt Davis.
Tamalpais getting their second base runner of the game here, Steve. So just trying to get anything going against Merkin.
Yeah, they got to make something happen here with 2 outs. Trailing 4-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch is outside. So 5 straight balls now from Andrew Merkin. Working from the third base side. Outfield line to left field. Big gap in right center field here for Davis. There's a strike from Merkin. And Davis could find that gap in right center field. There was a lot of space out there in the outfield at the moment. As the center fielder is shaded well towards left. There goes Spillman running. He's not going to be down there in time. Actually, they said he was safe. Wow, I guess he couldn't get the tag down in time. It wasn't the greatest throw there from VC as that skipped along the infield. But somehow Spillman able to get in there underneath the tag, and that's just what you need.
Yeah, very aggressive. Surprising to try to take a bag there with 2 outs, down 4 runs, but Spillman able to just barely get in there underneath the tag.
Spillman actually a threat to run. 6 stolen bases in 8 attempts this year, and that pitch is going to be outside. So Tamalpais could really make him pay here.
It's surprising for a catcher to have that many steals.
Yeah. I think Tamalpais, though, I think with the exception of one player, actually pretty adept at stealing bases. Can't look down at all the numbers right now, but one thing I noted in my preparation, there's a pitch fouled off right side. It's 2-2. Count to Matt Davis. He's showing 2-2, the umpire there. 2-2 the count then. 32 pitches thrown by Merkin on the day. Runner on second base. That pitch is low for ball. And I was going to say, I thought that was ball 4 because I had him down for 2 balls before he threw the first strike.
Back-to-back walks there issued by Merkin.
Yeah. So he got Haven to ground out for the first out to first. He struck out Wachtel for his 3rd strikeout. Now he's walked back-to-back batters. Spillman stole second. So now Davis is on first, and that brings up Jeffrey Moan, the bottom of the order. He bats 9th here for Tamalpais. That pitch is low. So Merkin all of a sudden is struggling with his command, and out comes Coach Santic Hughes to have a quick word. And they're going to bring the entire infield in here for a chin wag. And a good time to go out because his command has got away from him here quite a bit with 2 back-to-back walks.
Yeah, it has. Another big moment here. If you're Merkin, you don't want to let Tamalpais back into this game. They got the 9th hitter, Jeffrey Moan, up, the man they call G-Mo, the little speedster, 5'5", 140-pound sophomore in a big spot here with 2 outs. You definitely want to not walk this guy if you're Merkin. You know, you want to put it out there and see if you can just see if your defense can help you out behind you.
And they'll put the second baseman almost back on the grass here, anticipating he's going to hit over to the right side. Actually, the entire middle infield playing back towards the edge of the dirt. There's a strike, though, in the meantime to Moan. So the count evens at 1-1 here. 2 outs here, bottom second inning. And again, the second baseman, Fisher, is about 5 steps back on the grass here at second base. That pitch is low from Merkin. 2 balls now and 1 strike. It's Jeffrey Moan.
Surprised Merkin's throwing anything but fastballs at this point.
Yeah.
He's still trying to mix it up.
Here's his delivery. That's swung on, hit right to Henderson. A nice piece of hitting, though, to Moan to get his hands around that, but big spans to Henderson over there at first. Simply had to move the glove across to his right to corral that hit from Jeffrey Moan for the third out of the inning. So after back-to-back walks issued there, Larson gets out of the jam. And after 2 complete, it's Akalani's 4, Tamalpais 0. If you want to have your game broadcast live on the internet and be able to watch it again and again on demand while making money for your sports program, and if you want to give your students the opportunity to create their own broadcasts for your school's athletic events, then please contact us at info@kbcsports.com. We offer season packages for schools, a full curriculum for your students, and an opportunity to raise up to $10,000 for your sports program. Again, that's info@kbcsports.com, or call us at area code 619-677-3246. And I almost can't believe I'm about to read this, but it might seem like it's a bit premature to talk about the 2012-2013 school year, but in a little bit over 2 months, we'll be back on CIF-North with football action from around the North Coast section. Starting in late August, we get back to our coverage, starting on the gridiron with multiple games weekly. Join us this fall as we kick off the football season right here on CIF-North your home for North Coast Section Sports. Third inning, let's turn it over to Todd Flournoy for the play-by-play.
Yeah, Tamalpais almost got through in that inning, but tough job. Jeffrey Moan lined it out to first base for the final out, and Acalanes is back up at bat, already leading 4-0, looking to get some more with Scott Erickson, the right fielder, leading it off. Followed by Frank Panacci, Jack Vesey, the catcher, going up against Kit Larson. And here's the first pitch of the third inning. Ball's driven out into shallow right field. Catch made there by Mac Huffman for the first out. Larson makes quick work of Scott Erickson.
And wouldn't you love a 1-2-3 inning here with a minimal amount of pitches delivered to get Tamalpais, who showed some signs of life there on offense, back on the field as soon as possible.
Frank Panacci steps in, the left fielder. Singled his first time up off Larson. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Good off-speed pitch there by Larson.
0-1 the count to number 20. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Shot right back up the middle, but the second baseman makes the play, throws it over to first for the second out, and that's 2 quick outs for Kit Larson and Tamalpais.
Yeah, just 3 pitches thrown in the inning so far from Larson, and yeah, this is exactly how they wanted things to go so far. And confident play over there by Gillis at second, getting the body behind the ball. Nice throw across the first.
Yeah, nice play by Gillis. Staying in front of that ball. In steps Vesey. Larson works him with the first pitch fastball for a strike. 0-1's the count.
Of course, it helps playing on a perfectly manicured infield like the one they have here at the Oakland Coliseum.
That's right. There's a flare out to short right field, out of play. Well, actually, it's never out of play here at Oakland Coliseum.
No, it's not.
Still in play, but a foul ball nonetheless. 2 quick strikes against Vesey for Kit Larson.
That's where you like to see the gas right here. Strike 3 and get him right off the field.
Here's the 0-2. Inside corner, strike 3. Kit Larson gets the call from the home plate umpire. A total of 6 or 7 pitches that inning for Kit Larson. Makes quick work of Acalanes. At the end of 2.5 innings, it is Acalanes 4 and Tamalpais 0.
KBCSports.com and the Play On Sports Network showcase great high school games every week, and you can now access our content using multiple platforms. Follow us on Facebook, get the latest KBC and Play On news on Twitter, or catch our highlights in high definition on YouTube. All of our content can now link to your favorite social media site. Share all the high school action that you see every week, brought to you by your home for high school sports, KBCSports.com and Play On Sports.
Andrew Merkin quickly back to work after taking, seemed like over a half an hour each time Aquilanis came up to the bat. He only had about a 4-minute rest that time. Honestly,
yeah.
Back out there facing the top of the Tamalpais lineup with Seth Gillis, the second baseman, Kevin Jordan, the third baseman, and your pitcher, Kit Larson, coming up third here for the Hawks.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how the short layoff in between innings there will, if it does indeed affect Andrew Merkin. But Kit Larson there, very effective inning, just 6 pitches thrown. And to get 3 outs, and especially to get VC looking there with the off-speed pitch over the outside portion of the plate, definitely going to make him feel good as he heads back to his seat in the dugout.
Yeah, definitely the best inning for Kit. Be interesting to see if he can keep that up as Tamalpais gets right back at it. You know, they had a little bit of a rally last inning, getting a runner in scoring position for the first time and getting a nice line drive from Jeffrey Moan that probably could have scored the first run for them, but unfortunately hit it right at the first baseman for the third out. But Tamalpais Hawks right back at it, and at the top of the lineup coming up with Seth Gillis, the second baseman. Let's see if they can finally get to Andrew Merkin here.
Well, their top 5 batters in their order, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a pop out and a ground out in the first inning, or first and part of the second, I should say.
Merkin gets ahead with the fastball for strike 1. Sets and delivers. Bam, another fastball right down the pipe. Gillis hasn't taken the bat off his shoulder so far this at-bat. Got 2 strikes, 2 fastballs for strikes, and he's down 0-2.
Oh, good pitch.
Very nice pitch from Andrew Merkin. Makes quick work of Seth Gillis. 3 strikes and out. 1 away. As Kevin Jordan, the third baseman, steps into the box. Walked his first time up against Merkin.
4th punch out of the day for Merkin.
Merkin's working quick out there. A little bit low. 1-0 is the count. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. What do you think Coach Mike Terry told the boys? It looked like he was down there, Steve, talking to his players, trying to get them pumped up a little bit. Here's a drive into left field. Going to be a tough play there.
Oh, nice grab.
Did he catch it?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
That's a sensational play by Panacci. He lost his footing completely in the outfield there as he made the break on the ball, scrambled back to his feet, had both the third baseman and shortstop ranging out there to left field, but Panacci with traffic in front of him puts the glove out to his left and makes a fine play. What was I think just work quickly and just, focus on the task at hand.
Here comes Larson trying to help his own cause. Steps in there with 2 outs and nobody on for the Hawks. Nice play out there in left field by Panacci.
Yeah, really fantastic play.
Had the third baseman and the shortstop coming charging hard at him, but calmly puts it away. Low and away is the pitch to Larson. He's ahead 2 balls and no strikes.
Quickly 2 outs for Merkin now in the inning as well.
Larson popped out into foul territory his first time up in the first inning. Ball 3. Bit high on that one from Merkin as I believe it's 3. Yep, 3 balls and no strikes to Larson. In there for a strike, 3-1. And a beautiful summer afternoon in Oakland. Glad you're here with us. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Kit Larson. And that's high, ball 4. And Tamalpais gets another base runner. That's the 4th walk issued by Andrew Merkin on the afternoon in just 2 2/3 innings.
Yeah, almost a mirror image, if you like, of the second inning. You got Heyman's ground out, then he struck out Wachtel, walked the next 2 batters, and this one he struck out Gillis, had Jordan fly out to the left, and now walks Larson, and Mac Huffman coming up.
Big right fielder Mac Huffman takes the first ball strike from Merkin.
And again, there's a massive gap in right field. I mean, the right fielder is playing, 30 feet off the line. Now right at the last second.
As if he heard you,
yeah.
Steve. Moves more to straightaway center. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off. 2 strikes.
Huffman lucky to get a piece of that one as he came around.
Merkin jumps ahead 0-2 to the big right fielding cleanup hitter, Mac Huffman.
Some space to hit. I mean, with the infield aligned to the left side.
Pitch out there. Snap throw to first, not in time. As Kit Larson gets back. Designed pitch out there. Trying to catch Larson napping.
Yeah, that's one place where I think Tamalpais will try and do some damage now the rest of the day is out there on the base paths. Struggle for hitting so far.
There's the 1-2 pitch. Inside ball 2.
Yeah, I think VC thought that was strike 3 for sure. He was already on his way back to the dugout.
Yeah, he did. He was trying to politic a little bit, trying to get the umpire's call, but no bite there from the umpire. 2-2 is the count to Bam Bam. The one they call Bam Bam, Mac Huffman, trying to come up with a big hit here. There goes the runner. The ball trickles into center field, but the center fielder quickly comes up with it to get it in, but that's a stolen base for Kit Larson.
Yeah, so he's walked, steals second. Second steal of the day now for Tamalpais.
And we have another runner in scoring position for Mac Huffman with the count full and 2 away. Another big moment here for Tamalpais to try to break through against Andrew Merkin. Here's the pitch. It's low and inside, ball 4. So another little rally started off here for the 5th walk issued to Tamalpais in this game. And we'll see the left fielder Chris Heyman step in with 2 outs and 2 on and see if we can get the Tamalpais Hawks on the board here, Steve.
Yeah, it's one of those things. 55 pitches now for Merkin, 28 of those for balls, 27 for strikes. Yeah, he still hasn't given up a run, and actually no hits as of yet. I don't want to jinx anything, of course. Time called.
Merkin steps off the rubber here. Looks like we got some activity down in the bullpen for Acalanes. Looks like number 29.
Yeah.
Johnny York, the lefty. Lefty junior, Johnny York, getting loose. Although Tamalpais does not have a hit, they have had 5 base runners in just 2.5 innings here. Chris Heyman steps in. Here's the first delivery. Inside corner. Fastball for a strike. Chris Heyman grounded at the first base, excuse me, his first time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside and low. Evens the count at 1-1. Tamalpais still looking for their first hit. Could be a big moment for it here. One pitch is inside. 2-1 to Chris Heyman.
I think he's going to see if Merkin can just, walk him again. I mean, it seems like these walks will come in, consecutively here for Acalanes. So Heyman perhaps had his chances. Will happen again.
Pickoff play there. Kit Larson was able to get back to second base easily. And you're right. Merkin's certainly giving up the walks in bunches here. Here's the pitch. Ground ball down the third baseline. Foul and out of play. It's 2-2.
I think if Merkin can get out of the inning right here, I think his job on the mound is safe for at least another innings. He probably want to get York loosened up for potentially coming in the later stages of this game. But I don't think Merkin wants to go out here in the bottom of the third inning.
2-2, 2 outs to Chris Heyman. Ooh, almost got him. Heyman almost leaned into that one and took it off the shoulder, but it did not hit him, and it's Counts full.
VC trying to frame that one.
Yeah.
But umpire not buying it.
And he's been really working that inside corner, too.
Yep.
And the umpire's been calling that inside corner for a strike, so maybe hoping for more of that. But here's the payoff pitch. 3-2. 2 outs to Chris Heyman. And he bluffs and then doesn't throw to second base after stepping off.
4th full count of the day coming up. And all 3 of them so far have been walks.
Here's the pitch. Inside.
And there's another one.
Another inside pitch for Merkin, and another walk issued by Andrew. His 6th walk and his 3rd consecutive. Tamalpais with the bases loaded now. And the big first baseman, Jonathan Wachtel, coming up to bat. Will he face Merkin?
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to buy some time here for York.
3 straight walks in this 3rd inning.
Quite the pitching line, though. No hits, 6 walks given up.
Yeah, you don't see that.
And how many strikeouts? 4 strikeouts.
John Wachtel steps in, takes a first pitch fastball for a strike, 0-1.
Good way to come back there with the outside pitch.
Wachtel struck out in the 2nd inning in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Just low for a ball, 1-0-1.
Tamalpais will feel like for all the damage they've been able to do with 2 outs, that they deserve a run or 2 here at least, even if it does come from another free pass issued from Merkin.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Nice fastball there from Merkin as Johnny Wachtel is behind in the count, 1-2. You know, earlier I had said that it was Huffman whose nickname is Bam Bam. That was my mistake. It's actually Wachtel whose nickname is Bam Bam. So Bam Bam looking for a big hit. Here with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Here's the delivery. Got him. Got him looking. Strikeout for Andrew Merkin, who escapes a bases-loaded jam here in the 3rd. No runs on no hits. 3 walks issued by Merkin. As we go to the top of the 4th inning, it is Oakland 4, Tamalpais nothing.
Yeah, and Bam Bam punches out for the 2nd time. Once in the 2nd, once in the 3rd. So if you need a highlight video for your athlete, if you're working to earn that 4-year scholarship, and you want to contact kbcsports.com because we can provide recruiting video for any athlete in any sport. Not only that, but we give you your own recruiting page right on our website. No more mailing DVDs to colleges. Instead, email coaches a link to your personal page. For more information, including pricing, contact us at recruits@kbcsports.com, or you can call us at area code 619-677-3246. Don't forget, of course, to stay tuned for the CIF-North-Coast.tv postgame show, where we will select our player of the game, as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game that's coming up following the game on CIF-North-Coast.tv. Some more free passes issued there by Mr. Merkin, but yeah, again, somehow pulls a Houdini act to get out of it.
Yeah, that was a big moment there for Tamalpais to try to get back into this game, but Merkin able to step up and get the strikeout that he desperately needed to keep it 4-0 here for Acalanes as we go to the top of the 4th. A.J. Welsh, the shortstop, to lead it off, followed by Austin Fisher and the 3rd baseman Connor Hornsby. To face Kit Larson. It's 4th inning of work here. Giving up 6 hits and 4 runs. All earned.
He was outstanding in that last inning, especially finishing off VC there looking to end that 3rd inning. So,
yeah, possibly could have taken a couple innings to calm down there.
Yeah.
Possibly. Now it looks like he's gotten into a rhythm. Here's the first pitch to Welsh. Swung on and missed, 0-1.
Welsh almost came out of his shoes there on that swing.
Welsh, former 3rd baseman, now playing short for Acalanes. Steps in there. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed, 0-2.
I think you're right, Todd. I think he just needed some time to get comfortable with the surroundings and the feel of the game itself. And he's really settling down here.
Yeah, he certainly has settled down. He looks sharp right now. 0-2 pitch coming up here to Welsh. able to check his swing on the high fastball. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Got him.
Yep.
Got him looking. Another strikeout for Kit Larson. As A.J. Welsh goes down.
Second strikeout of the day for Mr. Welsh. And I'll bring up Mr. Fisher.
Looks like the 4th strikeout of the game for Kit Larson, who's definitely settled in here. Austin Fisher steps into the box, the 9th hitting second baseman here for the Dons. Larson kicks and fires. Inside fastball for ball number 1. 1-0 here to Welsh, or excuse me, to Fisher. Austin Fisher, second baseman.
And don't forget, he started that rally back in the 2nd inning with that sweetly placed bunt.
Yeah, the sophomore Fisher looking to get another rally going here for the Dons.
And scored Panacci back in the 2nd inning. Really put Acalanes in this comfortable position they now find themselves in.
Here's the 1-1. Outside. 2-1. Welsh digs back in. Here's the 2-1. Welsh swings and drives one to foul territory. First baseman over there can't come up with it. Man, there's a lot of room out there in right field. Probably not something that they're used to. All that foul territory over there on the first base side. The first baseman, Wachtel, over there. Can't come up with it.
Yeah, combination of things. Had to range to his left. First of all, had to run backwards. Then he's also worried about the pitching mound over there in the bullpen. And also he has to battle the sun, too, trying to shield his eyes there. So really, you had a feeling unless he was going to make a miracle catch there and spacious foul ground, that one was going to go foul.
Certainly not an easy play by any stretch of the imagination. There's a foul ball for Fisher. Count remains 2-2. Kit Larson gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Another fly ball out to right field. This one's going to stay in play, and the right fielder Huffman makes the catch for out number 2.
2 fairly quick outs here for Lawson in this 4th inning.
2 away and nobody on here for Acalanes in the top of the order. Back at it. Connor Hornsby has got on base each time he's faced Kit Larson, looking for number 3 right here in the 4th inning with 2 outs.
Yeah, this is a guy Lawson struggled with all day long.
Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Connor Hornsby, the St. Mary's, probably future third baseman, stepping in. There's a shot right back up the middle for a base hit. Connor Hornsby continues his strong day with another single.
Nice job getting his hands inside there and stroking that one up the center of the field.
So 3 hits for Connor.
Yep. And a steal of second base too. So he really is having quite the day, and pitching has dominated our coverage of baseball, not only North Coast section, Sac Joaquin section as well. And for the first time, we're really seeing a hitter have an excellent day out there in the field.
And also, he's the dirtiest man out there on the field too. The nickname Pete Rose really coming into fruition here.
I think he wrapped that up in the top of the 1st inning before he even got past second base. So, no doubt keeping the Acalanes laundry staff very busy throughout the spring.
Here's Grant Deedy. Fouls it off. Back up behind the plate for strike 1. Grant hitless in 2 at-bats so far today against Kit Larson. He struck out in the 1st and popped up to the first baseman in the 2nd. Looking to break through here against Kit with 2 outs and Hornsby on first. Quick pickoff move by Larson. Hornsby able to get back safely. Larson seems to pay an awful lot of attention over to Hornsby. I guess when the guy's always on base and running around, he has reason to. Here's the pitch. There's a shot to left field for a base hit for Didi, his first hit of the ball game. Hornsby moves up to second base, and we got a little bit of a two-out rally here for Acalanes.
And that's the reason why Lawson was so concerned about Hornsby over at first base. Is the guy can move, and it was a well-hit single to left by Grant Didi, but Hornsby has to really put on the brakes there around second base because he wanted to go to third. And some sharp play in the outfield there by Heyman, preventing him from having runners at the corners right now for Acalanes.
In steps Spencer Henderson, the UC Davis-bound senior first baseman. Takes a strike, 0-1. This is a huge moment here if you're Kit Larson. You're down 4 runs. You got runners in scoring position, and probably the best hitter, Spencer Henderson, up to bat here. Another big moment. You want to stay in this ball game if you're Tamalpais.
Yeah, and he made him pay in the second with that RBI single.
Here's the 0-1. There's a ground ball to first base. Nice play over there by Jonathan Wachtel. Takes it over there himself, and Kit Larson gets out of a bit of a jam there in the 4th inning. We had 2 hits, no runs, and 2 men left on base for Acalanes. After 3.5 innings, it is still Acalanes 4, Tamalpais nothing.
You can watch highlights or replay today's game in our on-demand section. You can also buy a DVD or Blu-ray of today's game right on CIF-Northcoast.tv. Click on Buy DVD, and you can order today's game right now. Have a game that lasts a lifetime. Brought to you by CIF-Northcoast.tv. And if you're looking for a great place to advertise your business while reaching the greater high school community, then you want to advertise on CIF-Northcoast.tv. We have great rates for your business while giving you the opportunity to get your message out to a very important demographic. For more information, give us a call at area code 619-677-3246. So Henderson grounds out to end that inning there for Acalanes. Struck out on the strikeout by Welsh, and then Fisher flew out to center. Then back-to-back singles by Hornsby and Didi. And Acalanes can capitalize now as Tamalpais come back up in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, you feel like Tamalpais is just getting ready to break through here. They've gotten 2 runners on the last couple of innings against Merkin. They just haven't had that big 2-out hit in order to get on the scoreboard. In fact, they haven't had any hits in this entire game. So they've had some rallies. They've had 6 base runners on walks. Let's see if they can do it this inning with Harry Spillman starting off here for Tamalpais against Andrew Merkin. Merkin starts him off with the first pitch fastball for strike 1.
Spillman walked back in the 2nd inning. Trying to start that 2-out rally. They got 2 back-to-back walks. Spillman and Davis there in the 2nd inning. But you're right, Todd. I mean, they really feel like they're close to the breakthrough now. And you figure Merkin's on a short leash if he continues to walk batters. I don't think they'll hesitate with bringing up a reliever. And there's
a ground ball to second base. Up with it is Aston Fisher. Throws across for for out number 1. So Merkin does get that first out that he's done every single inning so far. He's been able to get the first batter of each inning, and then he's sort of lost a little bit of control after that. Let's see if that trend will continue with Matt Davis, the shortstop, stepping in. Takes a first pitch fastball for strike number 1. Matt Davis was another Hawk who walked his first time up. Takes another strike, 0-2, quickly.
Getting the first 2 outs hasn't been the problem for
not at all.
For Merkin. It's getting the final one is
right.
Being a little bit of trouble.
The man they call Ice asks for time, Matt Davis. The 6'2 senior. Here's the 0-2. Just missed. Merkin wanted that one. 1-2's the count.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and tapped foul. Still 1-2.
But at some point, Tamalpais has got to get the hitting mojo going here because time's starting to run out a little bit.
Yep, they are, but not going to happen on this at-bat because Matt Davis goes down swinging. Another strikeout there for Andrew Merkin, who's certainly having no problem in the first 2 hitters of every inning here.
Quietly 6 Ks now for Merkin in the game.
Gee, 6 Ks and 6 walks in 3 2/3 innings. I don't know if that's impressive or what you call that, but not really depending too much on his defense as Jeffrey Moan steps in, the center fielder. Jeffrey had the big opportunity 2 innings ago to break through against Merkin, but nice play by the first baseman to kill that rally.
And now Moan's has got a count in his favor here, 2 balls and no strikes.
Brief visit on the mound as Moan gets ahead in the count 2-0. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike.
Good pitch right at the knee, said.
Yeah.
Todd.
Good response there by Merkin to get that strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line foul down the right field line, out of play. So 2-2. Count to Jeffrey Moan. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Inside. Just barely inside, Steve.
It's a changeup there on the inside portion of the plate, and we saw that pitch earlier on in the game, and looks good from here.
Yeah, it sure does.
Umpire, of course, always has a better look at it than we do.
So the count's full here. And the pitch is low for ball 4. 7th walk for Andrew Merkin here. As once again, the Tamalpais Hawks get that runner on with 2 outs.
Well, Merkin will feel confident here facing the leadoff batter now for Tamalpais as he struck out Seth Gillis both times at the dish today. So let's see if he can make it a hat trick.
Here's the pitch to Gillis. It's in there for a strike.
So you mentioned Moan's the speedster on the bases. Do you like his chances of stealing second here?
I was just thinking that same thing here. We'll see if Coach Mike Terry puts him in motion here, try to get a runner into scoring position with 2 outs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tapped foul down the third baseline. Quickly 2 strikes on Seth Gillis. I think I would, if I was Coach Terry, probably on this pitch right here, send the runner, try to get him into scoring position, and if not, you have Gillis, the leadoff hitter, leading off the 5th. We'll see what happens. 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Count remains 0-2.
Yeah, it did well to get around and keep that one keep alive in this at bat. You can imagine Gillis here, what's running through his mind. Down 2 strikes, he's already punched out twice. Crucial point in the game. Needs to get on base here and as soon as possible.
0-2 pitch for Seth Gillis. Ooh, over the head of the catcher, gets away. Moan is able to move up to second base without having to steal on a very strange-looking pitch from Andrew Merkin. It looked like it maybe came out of his hand wrong.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Almost like it got stuck in the palm of his hand. But yeah, I mean, Gillis is he's certainly not the same height as Spencer Henderson. Kind of had to duck out the way of that one.
Looked like Ebby Calvin Lelouch on that delivery of Bull Durham fame. Next pitch is inside, actually went behind Seth Gillis, so Merkin having a little bit of control issues here in the 4th, perhaps tiring a bit. Counts 2-2.
Bullpen quiet at the moment.
Yep. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Gillis, swung on, ground ball to third base. He's up with it, fires across the diamond for an easy out. And that's 3 up. Well, not 3 up and 3 down, but that's the end of the inning for the 4th. Tamalpais does get another base runner on a walk. but no hit still for the Tamalpais Hawks as Andrew Merkin shuts them down. No runs and no hits. Still 4-0 Acalanes at the end of 4 innings.
If you want to have your game broadcast live on the internet and be able to watch it again and again on demand while making money for your sports program, and if you want to give your students the opportunity to create their own broadcast for your school's athletic events, then please contact us at info@kbcsports.com. We offer season packages for schools, a full curriculum for your students, and an opportunity to raise up to $10,000 for your sports program. Again, it's info@kbcsports.com, or call us at area code 619-677-3246. I'll read one more. Why not?
I'll do it now.
Oh, Tal will do it.
Then I'll send it over to you.
Oh, okay.
Where
Because we're in the 5th inning. Okay. Doesn't matter.
Which
Pick
one do you like?
I don't mind. Doesn't matter. It's
Follow
me.
us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You know all those social networks. You're on those, aren't you, Steve?
Sometimes.
KBCSports.com and the Play on Sports Network showcase great high school games every week. And now you can access our content using multiple platforms. Follow us on Facebook, get the latest KBC and Play on news on Twitter, or catch our highlights in high definition on YouTube. All of our content can now link to your favorite social media site. Share all the high school action you see every week, brought to you by your home for high school sports, KBCSports.com and Play on Sports. And here's Steve.
Thank you, sir. Back to the action then. 5th inning now, and Lawson back out on the mound to face,
Looks like Gaylord.
yeah, to face Drew Gaylord, Scott Erickson, and Frank Panacci. Already a strike here to Lawson in the top of the 5th. That one's fouled back by Gaylord. He's quickly down 2 strikes. Of course, designated hitter here, batting for Andrew Merkin. He'll be followed by the right fielder, Scott Erickson. It's the one part I'm missing my scorecard. I know Gaylord singled in the first, and I didn't catch what he put in the second.
It was the tapper out in front of the mound with 2 outs in the 2nd inning, in which they had the runner in the rundown between 3rd and home.
That's right. Gaylord will send that one down the right field line, but it'll carry him foul right before it reaches the first base bag. So he'll remain in the at-bat, no balls and 2 strikes. So this is his 3rd at-bat of the day.
Yeah, 1 and 2 so far for Gaylord.
So he grounded out 1-3 then in the second.
He is the big senior, looking to get things started here.
Down 2 strikes. Lost his delivery, got him. Got him swinging there. Nice pitch upstairs. Maybe a little bit out of the strike zone. And that's an encouraging start to the inning for Lawson, who, looking at his pitch count, he's thrown 81 pitches, just 22 balls to 59 strikes. So, good effort, but
Not getting a lot of help from his offense.
That's what I was about to say, and he's had really no support, in fact, from his offense, save for the 6 walks issued by Andrew Merkin. So here he is to face Erickson. Erickson's 3rd appearance at the plate today. He popped out to first base in the 1st inning, and then popped out to right field in the 3rd. Pitch outside there from Lawson. So here's the next delivery. Pitch is swung on and sky to the first base side, and making the play over there was Wachtel, and that's quickly 2 outs now. That's for the 3rd time today. Erickson pops out, so that'll bring up Frank Panacci. He singled in the 2nd and then grounded out 4-3 in the 3rd inning. So for the left-handed bat here,
Panacci's been a nice little spark plug in this game so far.
Sure.
For Acalanes. He's getting on base, and he made a nice play out in left field.
right,
You can tell why they like him so much in the utility role.
it's grounded to 2nd, fields it and fires across. So a very quick inning indeed for Kit Lawson. That's 2nd one in 3 innings now, as he gets out of the inning with a minimal amount of effort. And after 5.5, it's Acalanes 4, Tamalpais 0.
Need a recruiting highlight video for your athlete, son or daughter? working to earn that 4-year scholarship, then you want to contact kbcsports.com. We can provide recruiting videos for any athlete in any sport. Not only that, but we give you your own recruiting page right on our website. No more mailing DVDs to colleges. Instead, email coaches the link to your personal page. For more information, including pricing, contact us at recruits@kbcsports.com or give us a call at 619-677-3246.
Thank you, sir. No place we'd rather be than with you on your home for high school sports. CIF North Coast.tv, part of the Play On Sports Network. I'm Stephen Davies, joined by Todd Flournoy. Michael Smith is producing our broadcast. He's the man with the master plan. Michael Stanisic, of course, over there providing the video action for you out there. A special shout-out to someone watching the game here on CIF North Coast.tv, Zachary Riquelme, over there in Pittsburgh, and I'm sure on his way to 946 PO this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. Thanks for tuning in. We are in the middle of the 5th inning here between Acalanes and Tamalpais, and really, despite the struggles of Merkin at times here on the mounds, Tamalpais have really not found a way to answer their offensive woes here as they send Jordan Larson and Huffman to the plate here in this bottom of the 5th inning, and they need something to happen here on offense to try and eat their way into this Acalanes lead. Quickly 2 strikes from Merkin, and as we've seen all day long, he's had no problems getting the first couple of batters out in the inning.
That's right. Not a lot of solid contact all day against Merkin.
Just as we say that one's ripped to center field, but stays up long enough for Didi to come across and make a play. So Jordan flies out to center, gave it a good ride.
Yeah. Probably the hardest hit ball of the day for the Hawks.
But that's just been basically how the day's gone on offense for Tamalpais so far. When they have had contact, the ball will stay up. So they'll send Kit Lawson here to the plate. Lawson popped out in the first inning and then was walked in the 3rd. He had a steal of second base, so Tamalpais would love to get him on base here if they can. That one's fouled off to the screen. Count evens at the ball and the strike here to the senior pitcher. It's third at bat of the day. So outfield again shaded towards left. The infielders, or the middle infielders, back on the edge of the grass. Here's a pitch over the outside corner. Good pitch there from Merkin. Ball and 2 strikes now. And
Kid Larson definitely working hard out there.
Yeah.
Throwing 85 pitches and batting 3rd for your team.
Merkin also now up at over 90 pitches. This one is grounded down the line at 3rd, but goes foul. He had Hornsby there ranging to his right, but the ball couldn't stay fair along the line.
Yeah, I know Kid Larson's a great hitter and a valuable piece of this lineup, but it's not an easy thing to do, to go out there and throw 80 pitches in this heat and then have to come up and bat every 2 innings.
Here's the delivery. Merkin gets pitch over the plate, and Lawson just able to get a piece of it to stay alive in the bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Johnny York again up in the bullpen for Acalanes. And you wonder now, with Merkin's pitch count approaching 100, whether York will be making an appearance here sooner rather than later. But really quite the line here for Mr. Merkin. 42 balls, 51 strikes, 6 Ks, 6 walks, no hits. Now that's fouled off right side, playable, and making a play over there, Spencer Henderson, as Lawson pops out to the first baseman. Now that'll bring up Huffman. Struck out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, and really, apart from the walks, this middle of the lineup for Tamalpais has struggled mightily today.
I wonder if Coach Hughes will leave Merkin in there, at least till he gives up a hit.
Yeah.
This being the final game of the season.
It's a good point.
Perhaps let him finish it.
I mean, York is obviously warm by now because he's been thrown for, and that's grounded to short, feeling on a couple hops, firing across the diamond to get the out. Nice throw there.
A.J. Welsh, nice play.
Yeah, from Welsh to get the out. And through 5 now. Well, 5 complete. It's Acalanes 4, Tamalpais 0.
Nice play by the 3rd-year varsity shortstop Welsh. Get that play at first by a hair. post-game show. Stay tuned for the CIF North Coast TV post-game show, where we will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on CIF-North-Coast.tv.
Thank you, sir. 6th inning then. Lawson coming back out to the mound, and at the very least, 2 very battling pitching performances that we've seen here today.
Yeah, both guys have been relatively sharp. The only difference is Acalanes is, finding the holes out there and hitting them where they ain't. Tamalpais has been patient at the plate, and they're getting a lot of walks from Andrew Merkin, but haven't been able to get the hits that they need. In fact, they've only hit probably 2 or 3 balls squarely all day.
Acalanes has, let's see, down in the bullpen over there is Zach Stromberg, the freshman. They've also got York over there as well, still throwing the ball around. But you wonder if they're just getting another player loose just in case something goes wrong and Acalanes gives up this 4-run lead. In the meantime, they are at the bat in the top of the 6th inning, and it will be, let's see, it will be VC, Welsh, and Fisher here in the top of the 6th for the Dons. And they'll begin with the right-handed bat, Jack VC, singled in the 2nd, struck out looking in the 3rd. 3rd plate appearance then, ball 1 to VC, and he'll be followed by Welsh. Right-hander's delivery here is low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Tamalpais bullpen remaining quiet here, as it has for the last couple innings.
That is a surprise.
It is.
But Larson, as long as he keeps this game close, perhaps they'll leave him in there. And if you're Acalanes, you don't want to take out a pitcher that has a no-hitter, but he's obviously getting up there. He's almost at 100 pitches already, and still have 2 more innings to go here. So perhaps if Acalanes can score a couple more runs here, get it out of reach, then they might take him out.
Here's the delivery from Lawson. That's over there for strike. Good pitch in the outside corner. So the outfield, a big gap between left and center. But then they're playing in from right field. The middle infield is playing more towards the edge of the dirt, and the corner infield is in. 3-1 the count here. Lawson's pitch is swung on and hit back up the middle. Oh, nice play. Can he turn in time? He turns and fires, but the throw is off target. Nice backhand play by Gillis there. And that's a lot to ask on a game like this, but great form. Nice turn with the glove. Just couldn't get enough on the throw to first.
Yeah, real slick play by Seth Gillis, getting over there and snaring the ball, and in one motion releasing it. Ball was just a little bit offline, up the line for the first baseman to stay on the bag. So we'll give an infield hit there for Jack Vesey. First time in last 3 innings that they got their first leadoff man on against Kit Larson.
Vesey's second hit. Welsh shows bunt. He drops one down. Lawson fields it. Throws to first to get the out. He'll advance Vesey to second base. So Welsh is the first out as he sack bunts that to Lawson for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Welsh got the job done. Just looking to move the runner into scoring position with less than 2 outs, and did that in a nice play by Larson. Just taking the sure out, going to first base, and dealing with the next hitter, Austin Fisher.
I think we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Acalanes. Garrett Kanda, the junior, wearing number 8, will step to the dish, I believe, for Austin Fisher. And this will give a chance for Coach Terry to come out. And Terry's going to take the ball from Lawson, so he's done. Wow, okay, well, who's going to take over in his place? Because there's no one in the bullpen right now. Lawson, it appears, is going to move over to first base. And here comes the pitcher for Tamalpais. It will be Matt Davis.
Matt Davis comes over from shortstop.
So Lawson went 5 in the 3rd. 90 pitches total thrown. 26 balls, 64 strikes. Gave up 9 hits, 4 runs. I think all 4 were earned.
I believe so, yeah.
No errors. So good performance there by Lawson. He gets a nice round of applause as he heads over to first. Now, this will change the alignment here for Tamalpais. Let's try and... So Davis was at short. He now takes over on the mound. Lawson moves over to first. So where does Wachtel end up? Because he was playing first base.
Must have gone to short, or do they bring out a new shortstop?
Must have brought out a new shortstop. We'll try and figure out who that is for you in just a moment here. Tamalpais with a relatively small roster. They've only got, I believe, 16 players, as opposed to Akalani's, who I think had 24.
Yeah, we'll get this sorted out for you. Hopefully by the end of the inning.
In the meantime, A.J. Franklin warming up for Akalani's in the bullpen. And they've also got Neil Lang, a junior, over there as well. It's actually Lang that's the player throwing for Akalani's. And then over in the bullpen for Tamalpais, looks like they got number 34, Max Billig, up in the pen. So let's see. Lawson's over at first now. Davis is on the mound. So he moves over from short. And then as soon as the player playing short turns towards us so we can read his number, we'll let you know who that is. In the meantime, Kandau will bat for Akalani's. This is his first appearance today as he bats for Fisher at the bottom of the order here for Akalani's. Here's a pitch from Davis. A fastball will miss outside. So 1 ball, no strikes.
He was looking to his bench for a spark. Try to increase this lead here in the 6th inning. Already 4-0 Dons.
Davis now down 2 balls, no strikes. And VC down to second off the sacrifice from A.J. Walsh, excuse me. So see if Davis will pay attention to VC here. The runner on second, he will glance back at second. Now come to the plate, pitches over the heart of the plate for a strike. 2-1 the count now to Kandau. Again, action in the Tamalpais bullpen. And it's Rosenberg again up in the pen for the Hawks. There's another good pitch from Davis. That'll even the count at 2-2.
Kandau doesn't like the call.
No, the Akalani's fans didn't either. Looked to be right around the knees on the inside portion of the plate.
It looked pretty good to me.
Yeah. It's 2-2 here. Look back to second base from Davis. Kandau shuffling over there at second, and the pitch from Davis to Kandau is low. Excuse me. It was VC over there on second, hopping around. So the count goes full now. Davis looking to get the punch out here in the second out of the inning. Here's a delivery. Pitch is swung on, and Kandau strikes out. So Davis, with the gas, gets him to swing on a pitch well outside the strike zone there, Todd.
Yeah, he was ahead of the count, 2-0. Good job by the new pitcher battling and getting the new hitter Kandau to strike out.
So here's the danger man for Akalani's today. Connor Hornsby, 3 singles. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth. His 4th at bat of the day. And they're going to just intentionally walk him.
Yeah, definitely probably a good idea if you're Coach Mike Terry. Connor Hornsby's been killing you all day. Just give him the free pass and work on Didi, who's no slouch himself.
Right.
But the way Connor Hornsby's been swinging the bat today, you can understand the intentional pass with 2 outs here in the 6th.
It's not all that often you see an intentional pass given, especially not on a big stage like this, but shows you the amount of respect that Tamalpais, Coach Terry, have for Hornsby and the kind of damage he's been able to do today for the Dons. So 2 runners on now, and Davis really has to work here as that ball skips in the dirt. The runners will advance. VC down to third, and Hornsby down to second. So Davis now with Didi at the plate and Henderson on deck. This is a real tough ask now of the junior to come out here and make something happen here for Tamalpais to try and keep him in this game. With 2 outs. He's got to try and dismiss Grant Deedy here. Here's the pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes now to Grant Deedy. Spencer Henderson to follow.
If you're Grant Deedy right now, you're probably not happy to see somebody be intentionally walk in front of you. He had a line drive base hit for his first hit of the game last time up. Let's see if he can do some more damage against the new pitcher.
The pitch is over the plate from Davis. 2 balls and a strike.
And then a wild pitch from Davis allows both runners to move in a scoring position. You got ducks on the ponds here for Grant Deedy. Base hit here will probably put this game out of reach.
Yeah, you think so. Here we go. Here's the pitch. That's grounded down the first base line. Nice play made over there by Larson. Yeah. Nice job. Wow.
Wow, that is Larson over there. Steps off the mound and makes a heck of a play going to his left and takes it unassisted for the 3rd out.
Oh, and Deedy thought he got away with one there as he squeezed that one all the way down the line. It couldn't have been more than a few inches off the line as it rolled past the first base bag, but Larson, to his credit, didn't rush the play, let the ball come to him, and gets a crucial 3rd out now as Deedy grounds out to first base. So through 5.5, it is Akalani's 4, Tamalpais 0.
Boy, that could have been tough. That Grant Deedy, he wanted that one. It would have been a two-run scoring double for Akalani. It would have put this game at 6-0. We'll see if Tamalpais can get something going here.
Yeah, well, they're running out. They've only got 6 outs left, so they're certainly running out of opportunities. But Andrew Merkin is at 95 pitches right now, and you figure that unless he is to keep this no-hitter going, that at some point they're going to bring Johnny York in to close him down. Because you think at this point, with the championship on the line, you'd think that winning the game would be more important than the statistics at this point. However nice they might look at the end of the day.
Yeah. Andrew looks like Lang.
Yeah, Lang is up.
The lefty up there warming up. So we'll see if they don't let Merkin finish this game out. But it would be a nice cherry on top of a North Coast championship season to throw a no-hitter here at the Oakland Coliseum. A memory to last a lifetime. But he's still got 6 outs to go. So Tamalpais isn't really out of this game, Steven.
No, they're not.
Couple of hits, get a little pressure going here, and we might have a game here after all.
So it's Heyman, and then the batter for Wachtel, and then Spillman. So we'll have a better idea who that is after this.
Well, Wachtel moved over to third base in the last half inning, so he might still be in his hitting in his spot.
That's him there on deck. So we're still trying to find out the identity of the person playing shortstop then for Tamalpais at the moment. Here's the delivery. He's in there for a strike to Heyman. So ball on the strike now to Chris Heyman. He'll be followed by Wachtel and then Spillman here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Akalani's 4, Tamalpais 0. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ball gets away from VC there to the backstop. It'll be 2-1 the count now. So 6 walks, 6 Ks for the Akalani starting pitcher. And now York is back out in the bullpen for Akalani's. 3-2 now to Heyman. If they get a walk here, this would make things very interesting for both teams. Here's the delivery. Pitch is over the plate for strikes. It's 3-2 now the count.
Yeah, Merkin, a guy that hasn't allowed the leadoff man to get on all day, certainly doesn't want to give in here to walk Heyman.
So Heyman, a full count. Delivery is swung on a miss. He got him swinging. What a pitch there from Merkin.
Great job battling back, down 3-1. Come back with 2 heaters, blow Heyman away for the first out of the inning.
7 strikeouts now for Andrew Merkin on the day as York continues to get loose over there on the bullpen. And now you'll face Wachtel. There's a strike over the plate. 0-1. Merkin from the first base side of the rubber. Infield back on the grass. Outfield shallow. Pitch is swung on, hit to right field. Will stay up long enough to make a play in the outfield. Erickson there originally came in and then decided the last second to back out, but makes the second out as Wachtel flies out to right.
Walktail Mike's good contact on that play. Erickson got turned around, as you mentioned, but was able to stay with it and make a nice one-handed catch.
Delivery from Merkin is in there. Strike one. Oh, and 1 the count.
Spillman a walk and a stolen base his first time up. And ground ball to second base for an out in the 4th. Still looking for the first hit for the Hawks.
Pitch is outside, ball in the strike. 4-0 Akalani's lead. Merkin 105 pitches. Here's the delivery. Oh, it's in there. Strike 2.
Yeah, Merkin's pumping it in there now.
And you got to give him credit, too, with the adrenaline flowing now. Velocity is still there on the fastball. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Absolutely.
Payoff pitch. Bounces in the dirt. Nice job by VC to get the body behind that one. 2-2.
Surprised he'd go off speed in that situation.
Yeah.
The way he's got Spillman chasing after that fastball.
See if he gives him.
I expect the fastball. He wants a new sign here.
He gives him the heat upstairs. Here's a delivery.
Oh, yeah.
Fastball's over the plate, but no good. Boy, that looked like strike 3. Full count now to Merkin. Looks like York is ready to come in. Should Coach Hughes decide to pull Merkin now. Full count, delivery. Pitches outside, ball 4. 7th walk now.
And guess what? Another 2-out walk.
Yeah. How many 2-out walks have there been in this game?
Well, they had a walk in the first inning, which was with 1 out, but all 7 after that came with 2 outs.
Are there 8 walks now? 1.
That's 8. I count 8. They had 2 outs, and 2 walks following 2 outs in the second. They got the first 2 men in the third, followed by 3 walks.
Right.
A walk in the 4th following 1 out, or following both outs, and then another 2-out walk issued by Merkin.
So Conference now on the mound. This is the first delivery from Merkin there to Matt Davis. Is wide for a ball. Merkin's at 110 pitches now, 50 balls, 60 strikes. 7 Ks, 8 walks on the day. York's still firing over there in the bullpen. Left-handed bat Matt Davis walked in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Here's a delivery from Merkin. That's well outside.
I think this might be the last batter that Merkin faces, depending on what he does here. But I can't expect with 110 pitches already that he stays out in this inning if Davis is able to get on.
That's a good pitch over the outside portion of the plate. That's a left-handed bat. 2-1 now the count. But you're right, the pitch count is getting up there now. 112 pitches on the day.
You can tell Merkin he wants to stay out there.
Yep.
He's battling.
Here's another pitch. Oh, he got a piece of that. Did Davis, but it's strike 2. And now you got to think the Akalani's fans are going to get loud here to really cheer on their man here as he tries to end the 6th inning and strike out Matt Davis for the 2nd time. Runner on first is Spillman. Got there with a free pass. Here's the delivery. Pitch is low and in the dirt. Again, VC does a good job getting down and preventing the ball from squeezing loose. Full count once again now for Davis. Left-handed bat. Spillman on first.
Davis should be sitting dead red fastball on this full count pitch.
Here it comes. Pitches grounded to third. What a play. Did they get it in time? They're going to fire across. He's safe. Base hit for Davis.
Hornsby, the third baseman for Akalani's, bobbled it. Still stayed in front of it with a nice throw over to first, but Davis was able to beat him by a step. And a heads-up play by Spillman, the catcher, on first base on the play, able to take third on the long throw across the diamond. So here we are, 2 outs, and again a 2-out rally for the Hawks as they have runners on the corners, and I think that's the end of the day for Andrew Merkin.
It is indeed, and what a shame. Connor Hornsby's had such a great day at the bat, but just bobbled it there. The ball was struck cleanly and took a few hops on the grass, smoked there along the ground, and Merkin, as he exits the field, gets a standing ovation and the adulation of his teammates there. Yeah. What a performance, though. 115 pitches thrown to go 5 2/3.
And they did call that one an error. I was wondering if they were going to give give Davis the benefit of the doubt because he smoked that ball so hard to third baseman, but they do give Hornsby the air, so Merkin exit the game with a no-hitter. We'll see if the new pitcher, Neil Lang, the lefty, can get the final out of this sixth and keep the no-hitter going until the seventh.
They brought... Is that night?
Oh,
it is Johnny York.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
Johnny York, the other left-handed pitcher out of the bullpen for Acalanes, comes into the game. And you're right, that was quite an ovation that the crowd and the team for Acalanes gave to Andrew Merkin for a real gutsy performance here in the championship game.
Yeah, he was laboring big time, though, on those last two throws. And a lot to ask when your pitch count is over 100 already to try and keep throwing like you did in the first inning. So now it rests on the shoulders of Johnny York here, and the first crisis he has to deal with is getting Acalanes out of the inning, because don't forget, Tamalpais, even without a hit yet on the day, and for the first time now they're outside of the dugout trying to get their fans into it. So Tamalpais here with a base hit, and Jeffrey Moan at the bat could really start to eat into this Acalanes advantage. They only lead 4-0, don't forget. Here's the delivery, swung on first pitch by Moan, back to the pitching mound. York has it, fires across the first in time for the out. And, well, just what Acalanes were looking for, really. York's delivery to the plate. Moan maybe a little bit over-enthusiastic there with the swing. Grounds it back to the pitching mound. And the no-hitter for Acalanes remains alive.
Yeah, first pitch fastball. Moan doesn't waste any time. Made good contact on it, but right back to the mound, and the new pitcher was able to collect it, and York able to make the play and get Moan by a step to squash that rally. And here we go. Headed to the last inning. Yeah. Still 4-0 Acalanes.
Yeah, we certainly are. Top of the seventh then. Davis back out on the mound for Tamalpais. And he will face the middle of the order now for Acalanes. It'll be Henderson, Gaylord, and Erickson, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Dons. But yeah, what an end to that inning there. And yeah, I think you're right when you said to give him the benefit of the doubt, because Hornsby rifled that one across the diamond, and he only got it by a step, if even half a step. So maybe the official scorer there.
You could tell he debated it for a while too. That took a long time for that score, for that call to be made by the official scorer. Keeps the no-hitter intact. And that was a tough situation for Jeffrey Moan. You're the ninth hitter, and you've come up in the two of the biggest spots of the game.
Right.
Once in the bases loaded in the third, and then there with the 2 on and 2 out. And he's done a good job getting the ball in play, but just not able to come through. And still hitless and scoreless here in the championship game for Tamalpais.
Davis's first pitch to Henderson is over the plate for a strike, so 0-1 the count. Davis back in on the mound now for Tamalpais. It'll be, as we mentioned, Davis, Gaylord, and Erickson here in the top of the seventh inning. For Acalanes, Davis, delivery is low. 2 balls and a strike now to Henderson. Henderson singled in the second, but really Tamalpais has done a pretty good job otherwise of minimizing his impact on this game. He flew out in the first and grounded out in the fourth at bat, and just as I say that, Henderson grounds through a huge gap between first and second base, and Henderson has his second single of the day.
Yeah, nice shot there by Spencer Henderson for a base hit down to the right field. Now, Henderson's the third member of this core 4. These 4 top hitters for the Acalanes Dons. They've been together. They've been on varsity for 3 years now, starting together as starters when they were sophomores. And you're starting to see the talent level that this Acalanes Dons team has, especially at the top of their lineup. And they've definitely come through in this championship game.
They certainly have, indeed. Gaylord, that RBI single back in the first inning, really spurred on this Dons team. Here's a delivery to Gaylord, and that's over the plate for strike. So Henderson singled to lead off the inning.
7 hits now for the first 4 hitters in the Dons lineup.
And again, it's that big gap between first and second. Second baseman is shaded more towards second. And you think with these quality hitters, like as we saw from Henderson in the previous at bat, a guy like Drew Gaylord should be able to, if he gets his pitch here, to capitalize on this open space here in the infield to the right side. 0-1 the count. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Henderson will get down to second with ease. Spillman did well, actually, there to prevent further damage there as the ball caromed off his leg. But now Henderson in scoring position as he's down to second base on the wild pitch.
Tamal Pius looks a little down right now. Just their body language, their energy level. They may have already started to concede this one to Acalanes, who is clearly the more energetic team. Looking, they're supporting their players more. They're all standing up. They're all up on their feet. They can smell victory right here, Steve.
Yeah, well, we discussed that in the earlier part of the game, and it's held true. I mean, it goes back to even when you play softball, B-League softball game. There's the team that's winning usually the one standing out on the edge of the dugout, encouraging the team. And now there's a throw to second base, trying to pick off Henderson there, and it gets away. But they've been up on the edge of the dugout for the entire game, and the entire team at that. Whereas the Tamalpais bench, in particular, seems a bit more relaxed affair, if you like.
Yeah, Acalanes has definitely been the more confident bunch out here today.
Henderson the man on second, Gaylord the man at the plate. Acalanes with a 4-run lead here at top of the 7th inning. Pitch is fouled off right side into the crowd. So count remains 1-2 here. Erickson to follow. He'll be followed by Panacci. So 1-2 the count remains here. Top of the 7th inning. Acalanes looking to finish this one off. Delivery swung on and grounded to short, and they'll double him off there. Nice play by Tamalpais. That one was lined to short.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that one. Line shot right to the shortstop for Tamalpais. Quickly takes and steps on second base to double off Henderson. Two quick outs there.
Yeah, that's Gillis has actually moved over from second to short. Jordan has replaced Gillis at second. I know it's all too confusing, but that's Gillis there who's in the right place at the right time to get the line out there from Gaylord and then step on the bag to get Henderson for the double play. Double play, fly out to short. Then stepped on second to get Henderson. 2 outs now in the 7th. And that's Erickson, who's fouled that one off right side. So now he's down. No balls and a strike.
Tamalpais is there. It's that first winning season in a very long time. Making it all the way to this North Coast Section Championship game is quite an accomplishment. But so far, Acalanes has been the better team.
Erickson flies out to first to end this set, to end the top of the 7th inning. So, crucial time now ahead for Acalanes. Can Johnny York preserve the no-hitter? We'll have to find out now in just a minute. We don't want to say it too loud, but Acalanes are 3 outs away here from a Division III championship. They could just hold on to this lead.
Now or never time for the Hawks. Got the top of the lineup coming up here in the 7th with Gillis, Jordan, Larson. So we'll see if they can get something started here. It's certainly been all Acalanes so far in this one.
But that's the problem. There hasn't been one place in the lineup for Tamalpais that you could say that right now Acalanes should be worried about because, well, Gillis has struck out twice. Jordan, they walked in the first inning. He's since flied out twice, but he has, having said that, given it a right at least, once to left and once to center. Lawson walked in the 3rd, but then popped out in the 1st and the 5th. So you think Acalanes here are feeling pretty good about their chances going in.
Yeah, if you're Tamalpais, I think the only thing you have going for you is you're able to get Andrew Merkin out of the game. And they obviously weren't able to do anything. The only thing that has hurt Acalanes was Merkin himself with a little bit of control problems. But now you go to the lefty, York, and let's see if Tamalpais can do something with him, but they certainly weren't able to do anything against Merkin.
So it's Gillis and Jordan and Lawson here for Tamalpais. Gillis showed bunt. outside for a ball.
Gillis just trying to get on base. Any way to get on base and get something started here.
Ball and a strike now. It's Gillis. He'll be followed by Jordan. Pitch is swung on. And did Gillis get a piece of it? It looked like he did.
Yeah.
So ball and 2 strikes.
Umpire says 2-2 is the count here.
2-2 it is. That one is fouled. Just fouled down the left field line. Boy, that was close.
Scoreboard had it wrong there. Yeah, that was very close to being the first hit for the Tamalpais on the day. Just foul.
Here's a delivery. York, it's grounded to short. They have it. 1 out in the inning.
Nice play there by A.J. Welsh coming up with that very smooth and throwing it over to first for the first out. Kevin Jordan steps in here, see if he can break through. Tamalpais down to their final 2 outs.
Pitch from York is outside for ball 1. As Todd said, just 2 outs required now for Acalanes here in this Division III championship game. Pitch misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Jordan. Kit Larson would follow. Should he get on base? Mac Huffman. There's a pitch over the outside portion of the plate. Good pitch there. Johnny York. York winds, delivers low for ball 2. Wow. Look good from here. 2-1 the count now to Kevin Jordan. Pitch is over the outside portion of the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. Delivery. York outside, and he walks him. So there had been a full count there, and they say now they've walked him. So this is the 8th walk now issued, or was it the 9th? 9th walk issued by Acalanes pitching today.
Second walk for Kevin Jordan on the day. Maybe the start of something with the number 3 hitter, Kit Larson, coming up here for the Hawks.
Tamalpais have a runner on base. Here's York's delivery. It's over the outside portion of the plate for a strike to Larson. So as we mentioned, Larson popped out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, popped out in the 5th. And now Jordan, the base runner here for Tamalpais, trying to get something going here with 1 out. Trailing by 4 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitches outside to the right-handed bat. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Acalanes 4 runs and 10 hits. Now delivery from York is high. Thought about firing down to first. VC wisely opts to hold on to it there and not risk throwing that one into right field. It's 2-1 the count, 1 out. Jordan is the man on first for Tamalpais. Delivery to Larson is over the middle of the plate for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Kit Larson. Huffman is on deck. Jordan takes a huge lead off first base. It's the biggest lead we've seen all day. That pitch gets away from VC, and now Jordan is going to get down to second base. You don't obviously see him trying to take third here with the kind of lead he got off first on the previous pitch. But you wonder now, perhaps, if the nerves are starting to get to Johnny York here a little bit. So that one was well wide of the target. So Jordan on the wild pitch down to second. Here's the delivery from York. That's low and in the dirt. Now he's walked Larson. So back-to-back walks issued. It's 10 walks now for Acalanes pitching.
At some point, you're going to get burned giving up this many walks. I mean, Acalanes has 4 runs on 10 hits. Tamalpais has 10 walks and no hits. Like I said, you're going to get burned. Maybe this is the inning where it finally catches up to them. They've been living dangerously all game, and the big cleanup man, Mac Huffman, steps into the plate.
Well, if there's a time for Huffman to do some damage, it's right now. 2 runners on, and Tamalpais really with the tying run on deck have a chance to really make some noise now in the bottom of the 7th inning. And for York now, it's just getting out of this 2-runner jam he finds himself in at the moment. Ball 1. Now that one's over the plate for a strike. Count evens at 1-1. So it's Jordan on second, Larson on first. Huffman at the plate. Counting the ball and the strike here to the big right-hander. York will look back to second base. Here's the delivery. That's going to be outside for ball 2.
Infield playing double play depth. Huge holes in between first and second and third and shortstop.
Yeah, they certainly are. Outfield shaded towards left. They're not playing particularly deep either. Of course, so much ground here at the Oakland Coliseum. Now look back to fake back to second, and not so sure I like that type of pickoff move with the game on the line here, and York having to throw across his body. And York, I haven't mentioned yet, is a left-handed pitcher. So here's his delivery from the first base side. Pitch is swung on and missed. 2-2 now.
Huffman fooled on that pitch.
He'll take an extra step out the box here to compose his swing. 2-2 the count, 1 out. York is ready. Look back to second base. Here's a delivery. It's well outside. Wow, great job by VC there to prevent that one from going all the way to the backstop. Full count. 3-2 to Huffman. And I think you're right, Todd. I mean, they've lived dangerously all day long. This isn't surely about to be the 11th walk of the day. A full count coming up now. York's delivery swung on and missed. He got him. The second out of the inning.
Big strikeout there by Johnny York. 3-2 pitch, able to fire the fastball over there, and Huffman takes a huge cut, but unable to get the hit that the Hawks have been trying to get and have been failing at getting all day long down to their final out.
Acalanes have Stromberg back up in the bullpen just in case, and York will throw to Heyman now. 2 outs. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Heyman represents the last chance now for Tamalpais. They have 2 runners on, though. Jordan on second, Larson on first. York's delivery is fouled off to the screen, right side, strike 1. Jonathan Wachtel would follow for Tamalpais.
Heyman 1 for 3 on the day. 0 for 2 on the day with a walk.
Crowd on their feet now. 0-1 the count now to Chris Heyman. York will look back to second. Here's the delivery. Swung on and grounded through the gap between third and short. Base hit. Tamalpais. And now they have the bases loaded as the no-hitter is broken up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Incredible. There goes the no-hitter. And now we have the tying run stepping to the plate, and big Jonathan Wachtel. What a turn of events here in the Oakland Coliseum.
Heyman singles between third and short. But now Tamalpais all of a sudden have the weight of the no-hitter off their back. And now all the pressure you feel is squarely on the shoulders of Johnny York, because he has a bases-loaded situation and 2 outs. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. Wachtel goes around for strike 1. Bases chucked here for Tamalpais. Both sets of fans on their feet. York ready to deliver. He does. The pitch is outside. Count evens at a ball and the strike.
Wachtel had a pretty solid contact last inning when flying out to center field after 2 strikeouts. He's starting to be zoned in here. Let's see if he can do something.
1-1 the count. Pitch outside. Good eye by the batter there. 2-1 now.
Bases full of Hawks. 4-0.
Neil Lang back up in the bullpen for Acalanes. York delivers. Pitch swung on a miss. Great pitch there right over the heart of the plate. Wachtel down to his final strike.
Beautiful fastball there by York. 2-2.
Wachtel will step out of the box. Middle infield is back on the edge of the grass here. York is ready. Wachtel, bat on the shoulder. Here's a delivery. Outside, full count.
Of course it's a full count. This is unbelievable here with 2 outs. probably our 25th full count of the day. Of course, it's going to be the pressure pitch here with 2 outs in the final inning.
Here it comes, full count. York delivers, pitches, swung on, grounded back to the mound. Will they go home? He fires down to first. It's scooped out. Did he get him? He did. Acalanes are the Division III champions of 2012. And what a game. And Johnny York is able to field the comebacker and fire down to Spencer Henderson in time to get Jonathan Wachtel for the 3rd out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Dog pile right in front of the pitcher's mound. And Acalanes take a 4-0 victory over Tamalpais. And what a game, Todd.
Oh, that was incredible. They lose the no-hitter with 2 outs in the 7th, but Jonathan Wachtel comes up with the bases loaded and hits a tapper back to the mound. Very cool and calm and collected by Johnny York to field that ball cleanly and fire it away to first. Nice dig by the first baseman for the final out, and Acalanes is going crazy because they're the North Coast Division III champions. Tough game for Tamalpais. They played hard.
They did indeed, and well, I don't think you'd ever get a game where you give them 10 walks. 11 walks and you still lose the game.
Yeah, that rarely happens. 11 walks issued and 1 hit for Tamalpais and unable to score as Acalanes scores the 4-0 victory as the team shake hand over at home plate. What a game.
A fine game played by both teams, but Acalanes just did enough in the beginning and just about held on at the end. You got to imagine Johnny York's hands must still be shaking after that final play. But what a finish to the game. We'll take a quick break and then we'll be back to decide a player of the game, and then we'll get ready for our 3rd game of the day. Acalanes, the 2012 Division III champions, a 4-0 win over Tamalpais here at the Oakland Coliseum. Back with you in a moment. Nice job, man. Good job.
What do we do for
I don't know, we have player of the game.
Pick just one or one?
Back with you live, CIF-North Coast.tv. Stephen Davies, Todd Flournoy, Michael Smith, Alex Richmond, Michael Stanisic, and a cast of thousands here at the Oakland Coliseum. What a game we just saw in a Division III title game. Why can't they all be like that, Todd?
Oh, we certainly got pretty lucky here today, didn't Steve? Hopefully the next 2 games will be equally as exciting for our viewers out there in internet world. Player of the game today, what do you think, Steven? It's got to be somebody for Acalanes. You go ahead and pick it.
I think it was I can't even say it right now. Never mind. Unanimous decision.
Unanimous.
Connor Hornsby, 3 for 3, really did all the damage for Acalanes, especially leading off. And we talked about it very early on in the broadcast with the kind of persona he has playing this game, emulating the great Pete Rose, of course, and of course his on-field play. 3 hits on the day, a very well-deserved player of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. He led off the game with the hit. Set the tone right there. Got another hit in the 2nd, got another hit in the 4th, and then they didn't even want to go after him in the 6th, issuing the free pass. Connor Hornsby, definitely the player of the game, the future St. Mary's star. Connor Hornsby, your Division III championship player of the game.
Yeah, and maybe in a nod to his to the way he played today, as Todd mentioned, giving him the intentional passer in the 6th inning, showing him the kind of respect that Tamalpais had. What a tremendous game. Like we said, we really hope all the rest of them are like that as well. But it's Acalanes, the big winners here today, taking the 2012 NCS champions. It's their 4th championship, I might add, and it makes up for the slightly sour taste of last year when they were the co-champs with the number 1 seeded San Marin Mustangs. That game was first postponed on the 4th of June due to rain, and then called after 10 innings on the 7th of June. That game was played at San Marin High School with the game tied 4-4. So for the first time in NCS history, 2 teams were awarded the Division III championship. That goes on to add to titles won in 2007, 1998, and 1997. So 5 wins now for Acalanes in the North Coast section in baseball, and they add the 2012 NCS Division III crown to their trophy case. So congratulations to them. We will take a break, and we'll be back with you in about 40 minutes' time for Game 3 of our 4-game series here from the Oakland Coliseum. Thanks for joining in. We will see you in a bit. Bye for now.